What's good, YouTube? It's your boy wisementao, and today I'm coming at y'all with another one. And in today's video, we'll be discussing the topic of Nofap. And essentially, what Nofap is, it's the idea of holding in your semen for certain periods of time. Now, for you, that could be 2 months, that could be 3 months, that could be a month, a year, 3 years. It's all up to you and what you and your body feels is right for you. Now, to get into Nofap, I want to give y'all a quick little background on me. I've struggled with fapping for, I want to say, over 6.5 years. And honestly, fapping is one of the most destructive behaviors you could impose upon yourself. It's one of the most self-limiting factors in a man's life. And when you're in that cloud, you don't even realize it. When you're so lost into the fapping world, the different titles, different scenes, different movies, you get lost into it all. And you can't really see that it's destroying you slowly, literally, physically, and spiritually, and mentally, of course. Now, fapping, I feel although they say fapping is normal, they say it's something that you require. It's something that's healthy. It's really not. And it's one of the reasons why we, as men, aren't able to perform to our greatest potential, are able to perform to our greatest capabilities, is because we are not at our fullest strength. See, what the thing that we keep ejaculating away is our life's essence. It's who we are. It's what makes a man. It's what makes up a man. It's your seed. It's your son. It's what makes you powerful. But yeah, we keep wasting it. And my purpose is to get as many of you brothers out on the other hand, so y'all can see what it's like to live life at your fullest potential, to reach greater levels of achievements that you have never before, because you've been wasting your time away busting gallons and gallons of nuts year in, year out. I challenge you to stop fapping. I challenge you to try it for a week, 3 days if you can. See what it's like. Keep pushing. Another aspect that I want to get into about Nofap is don't be hard on yourself. It's hard, especially starting off with Nofap. I personally been on and off with Nofap for the past year and a half. I could never really get past the week mark. But as of recent, back in June, I have passed it. And I have felt what it's like to be I have started to feel what it's like to be at my highest potential, to be my greater self, to be the great observer within me. And one thing you guys should know is the concept of sexual transmutation, which I will get into further in further videos. Sexual transmutation is the idea of using that buildup, that sexual energy, the sexual urges that you keep getting while on Nofap, and being productive with it, pouring it into your talents, your hobbies, hell, even cleaning, whatever you feel up to. And you will begin to see just how powerful that energy is, just what it's capable of. Especially as a basketball player, I will be the first to say that the sexual energy really flows and expands in the athletic realm. You get such a boost, such testosterone flowing through you that you feel unguardable. But likewise, for music, You feel this splurge of creativity for art, literature, whatever it may be. It's this extra splurge of energies, this unlimited source of creative energy that you just have within you. Some of the benefits of Nofap, personally, I would like to say are, for one, you start to realize there is no such thing as social anxiety, but it's just something that you made up for yourself in your mind. See what porn, masturbation, and whatnot does to you is it causes you to think that everything is against you. It causes you to overreact to negative things. It causes you to blow things out of proportion within your own mind, therefore creating an enemy for yourself within you. And it's an African proverb that says, if there is no enemy within, there is nothing the enemy outside can do that can harm you. But likewise, if there's an enemy within, everything that the outside and external does, it will seem to bother you. And so, my brothers, I invite you along this journey to quit Nofap. To quit fapping and embark on Nofap. Even if it's just for a day or two, however long you can go. Another benefit to fapping, to not fapping, would have to be this clear-headedness, this sense of clarity and understanding as to where decisions in life that would normally be very difficult, very hard, are suddenly very possible through Nofap. Those decisions that you have to constantly contemplate on, you realize to let them go, and things become so much more easier for you mentally. Because see, when you are occupying your mind with fapping and porn and sex, what you're doing is you're not allowing yourself to live. You're living solely for stimulant substances, which, as you should know, fapping is one. And you're relying on that external drive to complete you, when deep down you know, no matter how much you fap, no matter how many times, how many different videos you see, no matter how many different days you say, oh, just one more time, it will never fill that void within you. It will never fulfill you, the fulfillment that you're searching for. You will never find it through fapping or masturbation. It's something that you gotta get up and go out and go get for yourself, as I've been learning in the recent months. Life is what you make it out to be. If you want to get up and sit down and fap day in, day out, and waste your life away, years, quite literally years of your life away, then continue fapping, then continue down that road, see where that takes you, see which part of yourself you land in. But one thing you should know is, a man whose mind is preoccupied by sex, that man is at his fullest. That man is not who he really wants to be. That is not him. That is a mere shadow of himself. Another benefit to Nofap would have to be the sense of self-confidence within, the sense of pure confidence within everything around you and yourself and your capabilities. You start to learn that you are so much more than you thought you were. You start to realize that you're capable of so much more than they told you that you were. You start to realize that everything you've been told about yourself is a lie, for you don't really know yourself. And this is where the journey begins. This is when you must go deep within and put out that passion, do what you love, focus on the things that you love. One of the biggest things that make this Nofap journey a little easier on you is using all of that sexual energy, all of that build-up energy, and pouring it into the things that you love. Focus on the things that you love. And the seeds that you plant, they will blossom, and the fruits will be prosperous. For you have your son backing you up, which is your seed internally. Another benefit to Nofap, in my personal opinion, I would have to say, is you start to understand females better. You start to not classify them as just objects, and you start to understand that they're human beings, that they have emotions, they have a heart, they have organs, they have everything that we have. But that fapping mindset kind of gets you stuck in this paradox of thinking females are just these objects, these sexual objects, and that they aren't humans, they aren't, people just like us, that they're these complicated sexual objects, when that's in reality not the truth. Although in our society, many of these females are heterosexual, but it's not all there is to it. You gotta look deep. Anyways, it's your boy Young Tao, wisementao, clocking out.